Christopher Bell. I believe it's Christopher Bell.
Yeah, sure enough, Bell around in the back of the pack. The 8 also involved, and they're sliding down the banking.
Oh,
Sure enough, 47 is around, and he slams into the inside wall. Got a big
move.
shove.
Yeah, it's a great move, and there's no organization.
Oh, he gets turned. Into the wall he goes.
Wrecking behind you here.
Bubba Wallace into the wall, and the caution has come out.
Need to go there, but the pushes are getting so.
Oh, around goes to 77. Justin Allgaier spins, collects the 5. So Larson also in it.
Oh, Larson.
It's Chastain on the outside, fighting for the lead. By Geico, and out front it's Eric Jones. Big wreck back there. That's Harrison Burton in the 21, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. There was a third line forming, and it looks as though
To make a decision, but he's getting ready to. Here comes a big push for Logano.
around goes the 37. Priest is around. He catches the 24 as well as the 21. Caution comes out. Oh, under the wall. Alex Bowman into the wall. Ross Chastain caught up in the 42. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Look at this 88. 88 tries to go the outside.
And around they go. The 10 of Eric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well. Can't tell who is wedged up against the wall with and pass below the double yellow line.
Looking
And they're left behind.
Wow.
Caution comes out before they get to the finish line.
Look who's in. Oh, we got a crash.
48 goes around. The big one happening. The one's upside down.
Slow, big wreck behind you.
Kurt Busch climbed all over the top of the 41 of Custer. The 2 is around. Playoff contenders. Ripped in right away. Through the triangle, coming up to the stripe. And as they go across the stripe, a photo finish. Oh, he surges ahead. Jones moves to the inside. Elliott has the lead. Chase Elliott through the dog leg. Blaney with momentum. He's not going to get there. Elliott's going to win at Talladega. And Steve, we talked about this. Over 100,000 fans here.
You on the band. Congrats, buddy.
That's Mr. H. On the radio. But we talked about.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway for the second race of the round of 12 of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. As we get ready to go green as the green flag is out, we are underway here at Talladega. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch sit on the front row as we are green and underway from Talladega Superspeedway here as we look to get closer to the cutoff race next week to Charlotte Roval before we cut the playoff field down from 12 to just 8 drivers left to fight for the championship. As right now Ryan Blaney has taken the lead away from Kyle Busch on that inside lane, being followed by 17 of Chris Buescher, who powers in the second. That RFK4 looking fast early. His teammate Brad Keselowski right there as well. Now running in the third position, having a good shot, powering back up, closing in on Buescher and Blaney. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead in the 3 and 4. Here comes Brad Keselowski to the lead here at Talladega. He's going to go underneath his teammate and Buescher past Blaney. We got Kyle Busch going in the wall in the background, the 8, the 20, the 45, Bell and Reddick in the wall as well. Now Brad goes high. Here comes Todd Gilliland and Brennan Poole in the 15 for Rick Ware Racing, going for the lead at the line. Keselowski will lead that lap narrowly, 3 wide for the lead. Incredible racing right now at Talladega. They're 4 wide behind us. Oh, Blaney gets put in the wall back there. Chase Elliott had to make evasive maneuvers now with the both RFK cars are in the wall. What a wild start to this race. And now the battle for the lead is Ty Dillon versus Brennan Poole. Unbelievable. What a wild start to this race. Here comes Denny Hamlin on the bottom. Riley Earps looking for back-to-back super speedway wins. He's looking on the bottom as Ty Dillon still in the lead, but now Denny Hamlin in the 11 will take the lead on the inside lane. He'll get around Ty Dillon with the help from Riley Earps and Martin Truex Jr. The 11 P1, here comes Earps, and now here comes Riley Earps to the inside lane. Now Riley Earps going for the lead at Talladega. How about this? Earps to the inside. Earps will lead that lap by inches over the 11 of Denny Hamlin. But underneath him, here comes Kevin Harvick in the 4 in his final Super Speedway race, his final race at Talladega ever. Harvick taking the lead in that Sunny D Ford over Austin Dillon and Michael McDowell. Chandler Smith, how about that 13? He's now in the top 5 for Colleague Racing. He's up here in contention. BJ McLeod up here. Bowman, one of our championship contenders in the mix. Byron, Suarez, Cindric up here. This is an intense battle for the lead here and a crazy start to this race here in Talladega. Some incredible racing as Dylan and Harvick continue to be side by side for the lead, working their way down the front stretch towards the trioval. Harvick on the outside. Austin Dillon's got some momentum on the bottom. They almost got into each other back there. Riley Earps, Chandler sits at the line. Harvick will lead that lap. Michael McDowell trying to formulate something with his teammate Earps on the top. Doesn't work for him. McDowell will go into the wall, as does Truex. They get out of the way. How about BJ McLeod powering into third place right now? We're nearly 4 wide back here. This is insanity. When are they going to wreck? I mean, this cannot go on for much longer before wreckers. Whoa, AJ Allmendinger hang on to on the apron. And in front of us, they're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide, contact. Going to be made around, goes to 31. Haley into the wall. Chandler Smith is in as well. Earps and Austin Dillon, watch out. The packs can come flying in behind us. And we got more cars piling in. Kyle Busch is in it. Chase Elliott involved. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain. Brendan Poole piles in. Ty Dillon. A huge crash here at Talladega takes out many contenders. The 13 of Chandler Smith gets hit right there by Bubba Wallace and slides right down the path of Kyle Busch. Nowhere to go. Him and Chastain pile in, and that sends Chandler Smith right up into the path of Chase Elliott, who gets collected. 17 of Chris Buescher gets damage as well from the 8 car of Kyle Busch. Just watch, we're going to replay this in slow-mo. Calling teammates, Haley Chandler Smith just gets into Haley, hooks him right into Austin Dillon and Riley Earps, so I don't think he's going to go back-to-back at super speedways. They go crashing in the outside wall, and it looks like it's only going to be a 4-car incident here. We're going to be good. But then the 13th, Chandler Smith starts sliding down the track, and Bubba just clips him, tears his engine off, and then slams Kyle Busch into Chastain, who gets slammed into Buescher. Then, of course, back up the track, the 13 goes, getting collected by Elliott and Ty Dillon right there. And already, multiple championship contenders in jeopardy early here at Talladega being involved in this crash, triggered by the 2 colleague drivers of Chandler Smith. Justin, you see nowhere Chase Elliott could go. He had that wreck avoided, but just the 13 comes flying right. But then more cars. The 15 of Brendan Poole goes slamming into that, and the 9 piles into him, and that puts an end to the 9's day for sure. The 17's got heavy damage. And back at the front of the field, your new race leader is going to be BJ McLeod in the 78. Unbelievable. Now we move on to Eric Almirola, leading on lap 26 over Ryan Preece, his teammate, running in second. We still got a good chunk of guys on the lead lap up here, 2 separate packs, trying to work together here, trying to get to this end of the stage cleanly if they can. The 31 gets turned by the 41, in the wall goes Haley. Preece around. JJ Yaley goes spinning. Multiple playoff drivers go through the grass. The 48 is collected in it. Bowman involved, one of your championship contenders. Another playoff driver involved in an accident today. It all starts from the 31 of Justin Haley. Tries to clear himself. Gets cleaned out by the innocent playoff driver Ryan Preece, who's having a huge second place run. He goes crashing the wall. JJ Yaley gets sent spinning to the inside. Somehow BJ McLeod gets through there. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Talladega, absolute madness. See from this view, you see the 31, the 41, you can see the cars. Christopher Bell gets some damage. Ty Gibbs gets a piece of it. You see the 48 gets sent into the wall. And it's all kicking off. See, oh, and right there, Allmendinger slams JJ Yaley, and Yaley couldn't catch a break. Cars were still slamming into him right there. And see, he slid right down the path of Allmendinger and nowhere to go and piled right into him. Now he gets this thing from JJ Yaley, so you see them coming through turn 4. Justin Haley, I don't know what he's thinking, just tries to clear himself and just wrecks the whole field back here. The 10, the 45, and the 36 better be counting their blessings getting by that, as is Suarez and Bell. And Kevin Harvick, the seas parted for him. And see back here, look at the 51. Oh, here comes the rest of the field. Oh my god, they're going through the apron. A big hit for Yaley. The 2 of Cindric piles in. Another playoff driver, LaJoy, big hit, Briscoe. And as they were all trying to avoid Yaley's car on the bottom, and they go bang, slamming together. A hard lick for the 2 of Cindric. Briscoe is destroyed, and LaJoy also gets sent careening to the inside wall. But the 2 of Cindric, another chase contender, will be out of this race, and after this, we're going to be decimated. We're going to have barely 20 cars in this race. We may not even have 20. After this, we move on to Eric Almirola, winning stage 1 here at Talladega in dominating fashion over Kyle Larson in the 5. Will come home second, get some 9 solid stage points here at Talladega. And Daniel Suarez looks like he'll secure the 3rd position. Away back here over Ryan Blaney. Going to get some huge 7 stage points for that 12 team. They need it to keep their playoff hopes alive into the round of 8. Good points for Suarez, Blaney, BJ McLeod, Carson Hocevar, Kevin Harvick. Get some crucial stage points. Then Stenhouse gets points as well. Now on to the last lap of stage 2. It is still all Eric Almirola absolutely dominating this race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. runs in second. Only 3 on the lead lap right now. Almirola, Stenhouse, and Suarez. And Stenhouse is the only one who's been able to keep draft with Almirola. Suarez is ways off the pace. And Almirola about to sweep the stages and should be well on his way to his first victory of what could possibly be his final season. As Eric Almirola wins Stage 2 and sweeps the stages here at Talladega, followed by Ricky Stenhouse in second. Suarez will be third. You got BJ McLeod getting stage points back here. Also, Kevin Harvick looks to come through to take fourth. Another 7 stage points for him in his final season. Some huge points here for Kevin. That 14 needs every point they can get here. So Harvick will get 7 stage points, being fourth in the stage. Blaney and Priest each get 3 and 2 points. You see that Hocevar got some stage points. Kyle Larson gets some stage points. And here comes Daniel Suarez to come home in third. Eric Jones also gets some good points there, but Suarez comes third as Eric Almirola sweeps the stage, stays 1 and 2, and onto the white flag. Final laps on the Curtin Bank here at Talladega for Eric Almirola. He has not been passed. Ever since he won stage 2, he has not been passed at all by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's been able to stay in this draft. They've already lapped Daniel Suarez, so it's just down to the 10 and the 47 on this last lap for the win. But Stenhouse doesn't seem to have any help from Suarez behind him, so he can't really get a run to make a move or anything. He might just have to stick right in Almirola's draft and just follow him to the finish line as Eric Almirola going to turn his season around with a huge win here at Talladega. Of course, missed the playoffs, had an abysmal season, but still going to get a win here at Talladega. Second win in Talladega, of course, back up the 2018 win he got in that 10 car. As back to the start-finish line to travel for the final time, Eric Almirola wins at Talladega. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. runner-up, Daniel Suarez in third. See, Ryan Blaney there came home in 8th. Kyle Larson was 6th. Justin Haley here is coming through to finish in 12th. Ty Gibbs is going to end up in 11th. You got Harvick is 4th, Jones 5th, Larson, as I before mentioned, 6th, Hamlin 7th, 8th, Blaney 9th, Priest, and 10th, Joey Logano. As Eric Almirola wins at Talladega for his first time this season and spoils the playoff hopefuls' chances at advancing to the round of 8 in a wild, wild Talladega race. As we're going to see the updated playoff grid heading to a cutoff event at the Charlotte Roval next week. The playoff grid. Tyler Reddick, of course, got the Texas win. Already put him through the round of 8. Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney looking very, very good. Just honestly start the race. Just don't make any mistakes. They should easily advance at the Roval for them. Christopher Bell, your regular season champion at plus 22. Still looking pretty solid. No mistakes. He should make it. Ryan Priest, huge day. Goes from below the cut line to 20 points to the good. He's in a great spot to advance, as is Alex Bowman, the 48, who barely got through the first round. Now 17 points above the cut line into one of his best tracks, the Charlotte Roval. Then Chris Buescher, that's when it gets tight. Buescher only 10 to the good in 7th, and Chase Elliott tied at the cut line with Brad Keselowski. And Kyle Busch just 1 point below the cut line. Ty Gibbs goes from minus 30 to minus 6, and Cindric only 13 points out. So, of course, Gibbs gains 24 points in a crucial race for his playoff hopes. Then Austin Cindric gets all the way up to only just 13 points below the cut line after entering minus 20, so he's still below the cut line by a good amount, but he can make that up at a road course. So the cutoff race at Charlotte Roval is going to be a crazy one, ladies and gentlemen, to determine our 8 hopefuls heading to the round of 8 to fight for the Cup Series championship. So until then, I hope you all have a good one.